Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome again to the final debates of Season 1 of The Debaters. These are the final 4 who will be fighting for the coveted title of the Debater of the Year. So who's it going to be? As our darling Super Eagles prepare for another campaign in next year's World Cup in South Africa, our final 4 debaters will be arguing the motion: football administration in Nigeria, failure or not. Today's formation is Atiku for the motion and Temiloluwa against. Action time.
1995. Nigeria was earmarked to host the World Football Youth Tournament. But when FIFA saw the lack of administrative capacities within Nigeria, withdrew its bid and handed it over to Qatar. Year 2000, Nigeria again placed a bid to host the 2006 World Cup, but within a few months withdrew the same bid due to the lack of managerial and administrative support. Year 2002, Nigeria again stepped up to the plate and placed a bid to host the 2010 World Cup, only to withdraw a year later for the self-same reasons. The entire international football community is aware of the lack of administrative capacity with regard to football in Nigeria. 2 weeks ago, here in Lagos, Professor Wole Soyinka urged Nigerian citizens to put pressure on the federal government to investigate the use of overage players in the recently concluded Under-17 World Cup. This came on the heels of the fact that 15 of our players had been ejected from the national squad due to failure of age tests. In March of this year, $236,000 was stolen from the offices of the Nigerian Football Federation. Now, quite apart from the violation of government regulations with respect to storing of funds in offices, it took the NFF an entire month to decipher exactly how much was stolen. The EFCC has described the state of financial affairs in the Nigerian Football Federation and the Nigerian Football League as a complete crisis. Ladies and gentlemen, football administration in Nigeria is an utter failure. Thank you.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's getting more and more serious. It's time for cross-examination. We start with Atiku.
When you look at the quotation you gave about Jack Warner of FIFA, you said what he observed is a disaster. Okay. Is it not the same Jack Warner that later gave a pass mark? Are you aware of that?
Quite frankly, I'm not aware of that now.
But Nigeria did host.
Nigeria did host, but if you look carefully, we actually hosted in Lagos, not at the National Stadium, but at the Teslim Balogun Stadium. So
good point.
Yes.
Good point.
Yeah, thanks. Okay.